So I actually already started this video. I'm gonna restart it because my lighting went absolutely crazy. Hopefully that won't happen again. But today we're doing Full Face Friday. I've got a full face of Rimmel products. And I already, since I started this already, I went ahead and primed my skin with the Good to Glow highlighter. I think it's a primer. Yeah, it's, well, it says, oh, maybe this isn't a primer. Well, I used it like a primer. It says highlighter in the shade 001 Notting Hill Glow. So I'm just going to say that was a primer because I already put it on. Alright, and the foundation I'm going in with today is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Breathable. I already have a review on this, and so if you are interested, go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, I went ahead and got a darker shade, and yep, it's darker, and it seems like it's too dark. So I am going to blend this out with a brush. Whoa. See, light's going crazy. There, that's a little bit better. Alright, so let's try this out. Again, I already have a review on this foundation. And today I decided to go with a little bit of a more natural look. I didn't choose an eyeshadow palette for this look and this Full Face Friday because I've talked about this before, but I feel like the market is so saturated with eyeshadows. I've got so many eyeshadow palettes, not as many as some, of course, because I haven't been doing videos for very long, and of course I don't get any sort of PR of any sort at all. Everything I get myself. I purchase myself with my own money, so I don't get a bunch of stuff sent to me, and I'm actually kind of glad at this point that I don't, because I just don't want all that extra stuff. But on the other end of it, if I did get a bunch of it, I would certainly do giveaways and try and get products to people that will use it and they won't go to waste. So that's really annoying. Alright, let me see if I can get my shade back up. Okay, so alright, again, my lighting is going crazy. I apologize in advance, but it is what it is. Alright, so I have got the Insta Conceal and Contour concealer palette from Rimmel. It looks like this. So I'm going to use, now this is in the shade Light, so they had different shades obviously, but there's a highlighter, a concealer, and a contour color. Alright, so I'm probably going to mix these two, even though this is technically supposed to be a, well, let me just test it out so I'm not like, oh no, I can't put that under my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the middle one, which is the concealer, so we're just going to try this out. I'm going to place it with my brush here. Oh, it's really creamy. Oh. And I'm just going to get it where I want it. And then I'm probably going to blend it out with my concealer brush. I'm trying not to talk too much and get everything, all the technicalities out of the way in the follow-up video, because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. But I will say that the foundation looks like it's a tad too dark. They have a lot of good shades, like a ton of shades in that breathable foundation. I have a whole full review on it if you want to take a look at it. You can have some more information about it, but I think the shade is just a little bit too dark. Okay, and I think even that, with that primer on, my skin is still looking a little meh. Not terrible though. I've had worse. Yeah, I've tried worse foundations than this. And the concealer is okay. It's not great, but it is okay, so I won't take that away from it. I don't think I'll probably use the contour shade at all. I do think I'm going to put a little tiny bit more of this concealer right in there. where I have that little hollow that I do not like. I'm going to put a little bit more right here. All right. So I don't know if I finished my thought on I'm going to do a natural look today because there's so many eyeshadow palettes and I just don't want a ton of them, and I don't know, eyeshadow palettes to me just seem like there's so many good ones at the drugstore. There's so many reviews on them. There's so many people talking about eyeshadow palettes that I don't know, I just wanted to not have an eyeshadow palette today. I can't even talk. Okay, this is the, woo! Almost lost it. Okay, this is the Stay Matte powder, lightweight mattifying powder. Talking about it lasts up to 9 hours. All right, so we're gonna try it. This is in the shade 011 Creamy Natural, and it is pretty light. I always powder. I always do like a light powder. I don't bake or anything like that. I don't over powder, I feel like, but I do powder. So there are certainly several different schools of thought on powder in general, and I'm just of the school that I like to powder my skin. I like the way it looks. Okay, and the powder, soft, but it looks a little just a tiny bit chalky. Again, I'm going to try and save all my thoughts for the follow-up video. All right, so next thing I have is, let's see, this, it is the Highlight Contour and Blush Palette. I think it's part of the Kate Moss, is it? I'm not sure. Anyway, it says Kate on there. It's part of her collection, so we're going to try this out. I am going to contour today. I don't usually because that's just not my thing, but I'm going to do it today. So I'm going to use this small concealer brush to kind of place the product, and then I'm going to blend it out with my blush brush. Okay. Kind of hard to see in this light. There we go, now we're getting a little bit more. Okay, and then blend it out with my blush brush. I'm not a big contouring girl. I don't do a lot of contour like ever. But I figured since we're kind of doing a little bit of a natural-ish look, it might be good to get a little bit of color, and plus it's good to try new things. All right, I'm gonna do this contour. Has some sparkle in it, it looks like, but it's not really translating onto my skin. Contour my nose a little bit. No, this is, I don't know, does it say contour? Yeah, it does say it's a contouring shade, so it seems a little bit orangey for my skin tone. But what shade was this? Golden Sand. So when I was in my Walmart, which is where I got all these items, it looked like the lightest one. So there's that. Like it's more obvious in my viewfinder than it is in real life. Like in real life, it's looking really, really natural. Like on my thing here, it's looking like an orange stripe. In my mirror, it is looking much more natural. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the blush. The blush is kind of like, it looks like a cool-ish pink. I usually don't do face first, so I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Oh, I remember now. It's because I'm doing a kind of natural look. Okay, and every time I do a really natural look, I always take some of a neutral contour type shade and put it in my crease. Go ahead and do that. And a lot of times I will also take this is not very powdery. I don't know why I'm blowing. It's just a habit I have. It's not too powdery. It is a little bit powdery, but not too powdery. And I usually take the highlighter of whatever palette I have, and I'll put it on my lid, inner corner, and brow bone if I'm doing a natural look like this. I'm in a different location today, that's why I'm feeling like really flustered and weird. It is a little bit powdery, not too bad. And the reason why I'm in a different location today is because I went down to my normal filming area, and there were some shady looking characters down there, so that made me flustered, and so I'm still, you know, flustered. Okay, so I've got the, oh, you know what, let me do my liner first. I have the Scandalized Micro Eyeliner, and this is in black, and it is waterproof. Looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. And I know I'm supposed to be having the packages already removed, but my whole plan went to pot when I got down there in my filming area. So I apologize in advance. Hopefully one of these days I'm gonna get this to where it's just flowing smoothly like a well-oiled machine, you know. So here's the eyeliner. Oh, the tip is really fine, just like it says, so that's cool. I don't think it's as fine as that Wet n Wild one that I reviewed not long ago. Alright, so let's see if we can get a wing with this. Okay, the tip is not very flexible. So if you like that, that's good, but I feel like didn't know or care about anything like that until I just tried to use this one right here, because it's feeling like hard and sharp and uncomfortable. Because it's not flexible, so. So the pigment seems pretty black. So that's fine, you know. Terrible wing, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, oh, this is awful. Well, I think they're going to be close enough to where no one's going to notice how bad they are. Yeah, so, you know, close enough. Alright, so what do we have next? I've got a waterproof mascara next. This is the Wonder Lash mascara, and I feel like Rimmel like really draws me in with the color of their tubes. Like, I love the color of this mascara tube. I think it's just really pretty. And as you guys know, I do Mascara Mondays, so take a look at my playlist. I've got another Rimmel mascara that I used on that playlist that I didn't really care for. The only thing I don't like is this handle is really big, so it's kind of bulky in your hand. I don't like that. Okay, so this is a really wet formula. Just let you guys see how it's working for yourselves. And for these videos, I always do a follow-up video that kind of talks about the products and how they worked as a first impression. Mostly because I feel like if I do it all in one video, it's going to take forever. And I don't know how many people are going to be interested in watching a 45-minute video. With no editing and, you know, I think people are pretty patient with videos that aren't edited, like if they're short. But if it's a long video, no editing, nothing fun, no great music, you know, they're just like, this is boring. So try to keep them short if I can. Okay, so hope you guys can get a good look at that. And again, I'll talk about this in my follow-up video. We're at 16 minutes so far, and I babbled way too much. All right, so what's left? I didn't get a brow product because I forgot. But I do have a lip product. This is the Stay Satin Liquid Lip Color in the shade Psych. So I don't know anything about this. I don't know, and there's not really any claims on it. It says Stay Satin, so I'm assuming it's like a satiny lip gloss. So we'll just see. I don't know if it's supposed to set down or not, so we're just going to try it out. Let me go ahead and wipe my other gloss off. These smell good. They smell like cake batter. Oh. Okay, I don't know if it's the formula or just the shade, but it's looking a little chalky on my lips in real life. Yeah, it's looking a little not great. I think it might be the shade though. And this does indeed say Stay Satin, but this to me is more like a matte lip cream. It's not satin, it's not like reflecting light really, it's it feels like a matte lip cream, and it's looking like a matte lip cream as well. So I'm not sure about the shade. Kind of like it, kind of not so sure. Not so sure. Okay, so that's the last thing I've got for my Full Face Friday of Rimmel products. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned for the follow-up video, and I'll talk to you about all the products, what my thoughts are on them, and I will see you then. Bye.